Hey, 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 it's your girl Stacy, and it's time for the weekend vlog. Today I'm going to take a break from the whole summer thing. I'll pick that back up, but I found something on, well, it was posted on a few of my friends' Facebook page. So I went to the link, and I'm going to talk about that today. It's 20 signs you're doing better than you think you are. So this one may be a little long. Y'all bear with me because you know I'm going to read what they say, and then I always got to put my 2 cents in. Alright, so number 1, you paid the bills this month. And maybe even have extra to spend on non-necessities. It doesn't matter how much you belabored the checks as they went out. It doesn't matter how much you belabored the checks as they went out. The point is that they did, and you figured it out regardless. So, I think we all can relate to that. Especially since I was unemployed for the, first 6 months last year. Well, from June to December. So I definitely know about the stresses of getting the bills paid, but I can say I'm thankful and my bills are paid. Even if it's payment arrangements, they're paid, or they will be. So that's a good thing. Number 2. You question yourself. You doubt your life. You feel miserable some days. This means you're still open to growth. This means you can be objective and self-aware. The best people go home at the end of the day and think, or maybe there's another way. So, again, that's a good point. I question myself a lot. I think we all do. If you're human and, you want better and etc., you do that. That's just part of being who we are, how we grow, how we change, how we learn. Number 3, you have a job. I should put 500 stars by this one because that is something that you can't take for granted. For however many hours, at whatever rate, you are earning money that helps you eat something, sleep on something, wear something every day. It's not failure if it doesn't look the way you thought it would. You're valuing your independence and taking responsibility for yourself. So that goes without question. We all need a job, and you never really appreciate your job until you have a job, till you don't have a job. I said that backwards. And then secondly, it's easier to find a job when you're not needing a job. I can say that as well. Number 4, you have time to do something you enjoy, even if what you enjoy is sitting on the couch and ordering dinner and watching Netflix. Definitely. That's one of my favorite pastimes now. So, yeah, you have time to do that. Number 5, you are not worried about where your next meal is coming from. There's food in the fridge or pantry, and you have enough to actually pick and choose what you want to eat. Now, that's true. I don't always have food in the fridge or the pantry because I hate going to the grocery store, but the meaning is still the same. Even if I don't have food here, I have the means to go get something to eat. So, that is a blessing as well. Number 6, you can eat because you enjoy it. It's not a matter of sheer survival. All right, let me put a pin in that. Yes, it's not survival, and I can eat, and I do enjoy it, which has been somewhat of a downfall for me because I wasn't eating the right things. So now I have some health issues that I'm contending with, but I'm glad I caught it now so I can reverse it. But yeah, I do love to eat, and like I said, I tell people that's my drug of choice is food, and that's still bad, so I agree with that point. You can eat because you enjoy it and you're not fighting for food, you're not hungry, I get it, but sometimes we can take that to the extreme. Alright, number 7, and part of this is cut off, so I'll read as much as I can. You have 1 or 2 truly close friends. People worry about the quantity, but eventually tend to realize the number of people you can claim to be in your tribe has no bearing on how much you feel intimacy, acceptance, community, or joy. And the last sentence is cut off, so that's true. I have been blessed to have a circle of girlfriends that has lasted from elementary school, and then, I've talked about this in a previous vlog. I have other friends that have, come in at different points in my life, and we are still very close to this day. But my core set of friends, have been there forever through thick and thin. And at this stage and age in my life, if I, get more friends, it's a blessing. But I'm not out seeking friends. I'm fine with just what I have, and I'm thankful for them. All right. Number 8, You could afford a subway ride, cup of coffee, or gas in your car this morning. The smallest convenience and oftentimes necessities are not variables for you. That's true. If I can get, the way gas is now, if I can keep some gas in Silver Shadow, oh, that's a good thing. And, you know, luckily, I don't have to take the metro anymore to work. I haven't had to do that in a while, but, you know, so still, when I had that money on my smart trip, that was a blessing too. All right, number 9. You're not the same person you were a year ago. You're learning and evolving and can identify the ways in which you've changed for better and worse. Okay, that's pretty self-explanatory. Yeah, we all, each year we learn and grow and, you know, some changes happen in our life. So I agree with that one. Number 10, you have the time and the means to do things beyond the bare minimum. You've maybe been to a concert in the last few years. You buy books for yourself. You could take a trip to a neighboring city if you wanted, and you don't have to work all hours of the day to survive. Okay, I agree. Again, we've been talking about vacations and traveling, and as you guys know, I have been able to get some traveling under my belt, have a trip coming up soon. So, yes, and I do attend my concerts, go to dinners with friends, etc. Number 11. You have a selection of clothing at your disposal. I don't like the clothes. Some of them I need to get some more clothes. But anyway, you aren't worried about having a hat or gloves in a blizzard. You have cool clothes for summer and something to wear to a wedding. You not only can shield and decorate your body, but you can do so appropriately for a variety of circumstances. So yes, I do have clothes. We do have clothes. Even though we may want some new clothes, we still are not walking around here bucket naked. Number 12, you can sense what isn't right in your life. The first and most crucial step is simply being aware, being able to communicate to yourself something is not right, even though I'm not sure what would feel better. So again, self-explanatory. We all have those things we're working on. We need to change. There you go. Number 13, if you could talk to your younger self, you would be able to say, we did it, we made it out, we survived that terrible thing. So often people carry their past traumas into their present lives, and if you want any proof that we can carry who we were and who we are, all you need to do is see how you respond to your inner child hearing you're going to be okay from that person they became. So we all, I'm speaking from experience myself, have been through some things that we thought, oh my God, I'm going to die, I can't handle it, I can't do this, I'm miserable, you know, whatever. But we made it. We're here to tell about it. I've learned stuff from it. I can share with others. I try to share with my nieces particularly things and struggles that I've gone through so they don't repeat those mistakes. So, yes. 14. You have a space of your own. It doesn't even have to be a home or apartment, but that's great if it is. All you need is a room, a corner, a desk where you can create or rest at your discretion, where you govern who gets to be a part of your weird little world and to what capacity. It's one of the few controls we can actually exert. So yeah, if you have your little quiet place, wherever you can go, home, apartment, room, corner, whatever, appreciate it and be glad you got it. Number 15, you've lost relationships. More important than the fact that you simply had them in the first place is that you or your former partner chose not to settle. You opened yourself to the possibility of something else being out there. So I think I've been on both ends of the table where they made the decision or I made the decision. But at each relationship I've taken something from and I've grown from. And I'm sure you guys have done the same and continue to do the same. Okay? You're interested in something. Number 16. Whether it's now how to live a happier life, maintain better relationships, reading or movies, or sex or society, or the axis on which the world spins, something intrigues you to explore it. So we all have our interests, what makes our boats float. So we have that option to explore that. You're working towards a goal. Oh, I'm sorry, I skipped one. Number 17, you know how to take care of yourself. You know how many hours of sleep you need to feel okay the next day, who to turn to when you're heartbroken, and what you have fun doing, and what to do when you don't feel well, etc. Yeah, so we're not that bad off. We know how to take care of ourselves and what to do. Number 18, you're working toward a goal. Even if you're exhausted and it feels miles away, you have a dream for yourself, however vague and malleable. So, yes, we know what we want. We're working towards that goal. We're going to get to it. I have several goals, you know, that I'm trying to achieve, and I'm doing what I can to make it happen. 19. But you're uncompromisingly set on anything for your future. Some of the happiest and best adjusted people are the ones who can make any situation an ideal, who are too immersed in the moment to I can't pronounce this word, intricately. Okay, there we go. Plan and decide, commit to one specific outcome. So that kind of piggybacks with number 18, you're working towards a goal. And just living the moment, happy where you are, but know where you want to go. And last but not least, again, this one got cut off a little bit too. You've been through some crap. You can look at challenges you currently face and compare them to the ones you thought you never would get over. You can reassure yourself through your own experience. Life didn't get easier, and then it cuts off and says you got whatever. So I think it probably says something like, you know, you got better or whatever. So we all have been through some crap, but it's not the crap. It's how we deal with it and how we move past it. So I thought these were good. They kind of, again, go with a vlog I did about the 40 lessons I've learned. So I thought this was just good to revisit this. I don't know. Sometimes you just feel like, I don't know, you just sit and reflect. And I've been doing a lot of reflection recently, trying to make some life decisions, etc. So it was good to kind of think, all right, you may not be where you want to be, but you're going to get there, and you're not where you were. So, anywho, I'm trying to think, anything I need to share with you guys? Not really. But I hope you have a good weekend. I'm hoping to be able to start back doing the midweek vlogs again, but my schedule is still crazy this summer, teaching the 2 classes, etc. And but I'll do what I can when I can. I miss doing it, but I hope the weekend vlogs are good for you guys. And I plan to jump back on track with the whole summer theme next week. And if I have any random things that come up, like I did in the car that day, maybe I can squeeze some of those in. So anyway, until next week. Oh, let me make sure I say, even though y'all don't do it, if you want to comment, add some of the things, you know, that lets you know you're not as bad off as you thought, please put it in my inbox, put it on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. I love to hear from you guys. I get a few comments, but not like I want. So anyway, with that being said, I'll holler at you next week. Holla!